The Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour on ESPN is brought to you by the United States Bowling Congress, ensuring the integrity and protecting the future of the sport of bowling. Bowl with us. By Go RVing. Visit GoRVing.com for a free video. What will you discover? By CLR. CLR. All kinds of dirty, one kind of clean. And by H&R Block. Go to PBA.com and sign up to win tax services for 5 years and $5,000. H&R Block. You've got people.
We welcome you back to the Fountain Bowl in Fountain Valley, California. Our continuing live coverage of the Denny's Dick Weber Open. Rob Stone, 13-time PBA titleist Randy Peterson joining you on this nice day in Southern California. We flash back to 1977, the King Louis Open. I have no idea what King Louis is, but Dick Weber won it. Just another title, this one toward the end of his career, one of his 30 PBA Tour titles.
King Louis was one of the most popular bowling apparel back in the day. That's the bowling shirts that were worn back then, and King Louis was a big sponsor of the tour. And Dick Weber, I don't know if Dick Weber wore King Louis shirts or not. I know Nelson Burton Jr. wore King Louis shirts.
Is King Louis still around?
I don't know.
It might be time for a resurgence of King Louis. Maybe they could get some Argyle jerseys like Michael Fagan has. Fagan heavy with this one, and he is taking on Pete Weber, the guy he grew up emulating. He told us yesterday, I watched him on TV. I tried to develop a similar arm swing that PDW had. But an auspicious start for Fagan here in essentially our semifinal match in our stepladder format. The winner to take on #1 seed, Norm Duke. Whoa. His first open frame of the day.
That was intentional. He's trying to get the ball to push right of the 3-6 to slide a 3-pin over into the 7. So he goes with the loft theory. Anything that's not on the ground can't hook. Just didn't get it far enough to the right. But I think he was a bit surprised by how much that shot hooked.
Pete Weber made 4 shows last season, all of them in the second half of the season. But PDW did not win a title for the first time since the 04-05 campaign. He has, though, made the championship round in 4 of the 8 events held here at the Fountain Bowl, won the 04 U.S. Open.
And no surprise that Pete makes Michael Fagan start the match, which ultimately makes Michael Fagan finish the match on the right lane.
There's PDW in his trademark glasses and couple shades in attendance here in honor of that man. It's good to see him on television again. We've missed him. Bowled a 300 in match play Friday night here at PDW. This is 4th top 10 finish of the season, a 7th, a 9th, a 9th, and today, which will either be a 1, 2, or a 3.
Gotta let it go. Come on, let the thing go.
You know, Rob, last season, Pete made those 4 telecasts, did not win, and he admitted to being nervous, you know, more so than he can remember. And that's what he's fighting through right now. He's fighting through the nerves and all of the pressure that goes along with him trying to win this tournament that's named after his late father. It's an extreme amount of pressure, and for those that are watching, tuning in, that have never played competitive sports, it's really a hard thing to describe to people. I know that you've played sports throughout your collegiate career, and you know what it's like. But, man, you get up under the lights, the pressure, and everything that goes with this. It's an extreme amount of pressure to try to perform it, and only the greats get it done.
Well, the fact that it's affecting a Hall of Famer like PDW makes it even more amazing to me. And you realize just how much pressure he has put on himself to try and win this tournament in honor of his dad, similar to the pressure that Norm Duke put on himself to win a couple weeks ago at the TOC and win that 4th consecutive major. So good exposure for the PBA here in LA this week. Some great national exposure for the Australian Jason Belmonte. Finished 15th here. Wall Street Journal had an article on him. He was on Good Morning America this week. E60, the ESPN news magazine show, will be in Vegas doing some profile work on Jason. Here's Michael Fagan, your 5 seed. In the semifinals. It's been a rough start. Open frame spare. Still looking for that first strike here in the semis. And match number 1 was a scrappy affair for Fagan. Match number 2, he was blistering. 8 strikes. Here, open frame, spare, and he hopes another spare in the third. As you take a look at the scroll on the bottom of your screen of our other finishers here this week.
Tony Reyes and Walter Ray Williams Jr. just missing out on bowling today on the telecast.
Great pickup! A lifeline has been extended. Needed that.
The last thing that Michael Fagan wanted to do was start this match against Pete Weber, open, spare, open. He somehow salvaged by converting the 2-4-10 in the third frame. Now PDW clean through 2, looking for his first strike.
Drop and give me 10.
And I think the one advantage that Pete Weber has on bowling on this tough ball pattern when you're trying to circle the lane is that he has so much axis rotation that helps the ball to push right and return.
Nice work. Great artwork here in LA. The graphics department has been tremendous in Orange County, Southern Cal. There's your Flomax weekly update focusing on Pete Weber. Finished 9th a couple weeks ago in Vegas at the TOC. Likes that release, the walk away and the celebration.
And in talking with Pete, we asked him what was the turnaround for you. He said, well, the week off, Brother Rich and I got back to work and we worked on my push away and keeping his body more upright in the first couple of steps. And what that does for Pete Weber is it helps delay the ball into the swing just enough so that his timing isn't early.
Yeah, he knew he was going to be strong after the TOC. He knew that his downtime was going to go home to St. Louis, get together with his brother Rich, and he was going to get fixed up. His brother Rich, Midwest PBA director, and also coaches at Lindenwood University there in St. Louis. Rich won 2 tour titles as well. 127 all-time tour titles won by the Weber family. Mercy. There's a strike for Fagan. So off that wonderful spare conversion in the third, he gets his first strike in the fourth. It's now a 24-pin match.
Yeah, this is a great shot, too. He trusts this one, gets it to the right spot down the lane with the right amount of speed and rotation. And the result is perfect. Michael
Fagan and 4 other bowlers and their wives or girlfriends rented a house in Newport all week, about 10-15 minutes away. A week full of rooftop barbecues with a view of the Pacific. I'm a little angry I wasn't invited.
I never got the invite either. No.
Back-to-back jacks for Fagan. He's back, folks.
And that was a large move left right there. You know, you wonder, well, let's see, he just went light, left the 2-4-10 on that left lane. Why would he be moving farther left? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he knows that there's a lot of hook in the middle part of the lane, and he's trying to get to the left side of that. That's exactly what he did.
would have been 3 in a row for PDW, leaves the 10.
Boy, and that's a great shot by Pete as well. And on a tough oil pattern, when it's all you can do just to get to the pocket, the last thing you want to look at is bad pin carry.
He calls this season unsatisfactory. Making cuts, but doing little in match play, and he knows the personal significance of winning the title today.
That was awful good.